Hey everyone, I have an announcement to make. In case you didn't know, I was playing Battlefield 3's campaign. It took me a while, but I finally completed it. Watch the end of my video to know my final verdict. Also, it really helped me out because I need watch time. Anyways, here we go. On the 3rd of June 2022, I first launched Battlefield 3, 10 years and 8 months after its release. For comparison, I am 15 years old as of this video. Why was I playing Battlefield 3? Well, I wouldn't be a true Battlefield fan if I didn't play Battlefield 3. Or Bad Company 2. The latter I have for Xbox.
Why do I even have this?
I published my first Let's Play of the campaign 4 days later. Then 40 days later, I uploaded another video. And 1 month later, nothing. 2 months later, still nothing. Now it's December, and I finally completed the game, but off screen. Anyways, I'm sure no one watching this video has been waiting for my opinion on this game, considering that you guys watch like 4 seconds and then leave. It could have been they were 20 minutes long, which is long for a Let's Play nowadays, but that doesn't matter now. Let's get to it. I will rank the game's campaign based on 3 categories: narrative, characters, and gameplay. I will try to say nothing about multiplayer, since that's a story for another time. Here's a brief summary of the campaign. Some US Marines are sent to Iraq to shoot some Iranian extremists while being blinded by lens flares. The mission is stopped by an earthquake with some idiot named Henry Blackburn finding his way through the rubble to return to his squad. They evacuate and Iran is taken over by the extremists. The US then invades Iran, with Blackburn trying to find the extremist leader in Tehran. Instead of the leader, he finds thermonuclear weapons from Russia. A tank crew led by a dinosaur enthusiast named Miller goes to Tehran to save Blackburn. The latter is evacuated while the former is captured and executed on camera. Blackburn returns to Tehran, goes on a murder spree, finds a leader, and accidentally kills him before he can get any critical information. 3 Russian men infiltrate the villa of an arms dealer who sold the nukes to Iran, with one named Dima killing him. Blackburn shows up at the villa and meets with Dima, who tells him to shoot his commanding officer. Blackburn does that and is arrested for treason. He escapes though and chases down Solomon, the man who plans to nuke New York. Meanwhile, Dima and his squad go to Paris to chase down a different person. They fail and half of Paris vaporizes. Blackburn is more successful as he finds Solomon, who shoots the former's colleague. That's sad. In revenge, he beats Latter's head in with a brick, saving the lives of millions. Except not really, since the United States and Russia still go to war. The end. The story is overall alright. Not the most exciting, but still better than what other games offer. The only real plot twist is Dima and company realizing they chased the wrong guy, and Paris getting blown to smithereens. Too bad it was an anticlimactic ending. And I hate anticlimactic endings. Otherwise, the plot is highly streamlined, and I'm just kidding, it's not in chronological order. It's still pretty unique for a story. I don't think I've ever seen one similar to this. I also probably did a bad job retelling the story, so watch Willie Oslo's video, if I'm even pronouncing that right, for a more accurate one. I put a link in the description. 8 out of 10. I would not say that there are many memorable characters. Blackburn would become the announcer in Battlefield 2042's Portal Mode, which I can't play because I can't launch the game. Motherfuck! Dima returned in Battlefield 4, and they ruined him, and killed him. Montez, Campo, and Makovic are kinda memorable? I don't know, different people have different tastes. One of the guys who interrogated Blackburn returned in Battlefield 4 like Dima and also died. Everyone's lines are subpar at best and mediocre at worst. I skipped all the cutscenes, which feel like an episode of Law & Order to get to gameplay, so I guess that's where all the good stuff is. I could be wrong. I was wrong. The most memorable line I remember is Montez shouting "Freeze mother hands." Then again, it's not really that memorable. Clearly they didn't pay their writers enough. 7 out of 10. Oh boy, here we go. This game doesn't have a toggle sprint option, so it gets a 0 out of 10. Nah, I'm just kidding, but the amount of stress in this campaign is insane. The length is around average, but I hesitate to call this short and sweet. In my opinion, quick time events are the worst part of the game. I had to look up a walkthrough of the final mission and write down every QTE because if you screw up, you instantly die. As shown in my last Let's Play, I suck with these. Also, at the end of the second to last mission, there's this hidden one where you have 3 seconds to shoot your CO before he shoots you! Other problems include lens flares, getting shanked if you get too close to someone even if you're on easy mode, the 5th mission having a buggy objective, the 4th mission also being bugged, sort of, instantly dying to an attack aircraft even if the cannon rounds don't get close to you, and the 4th and 7th missions being the best but also the most boring. Not to mention suppression and everything always looking blue. What am I saying? This is Battlefield 3. The gameplay is amazing. I am in limbo. This also gets an 8 out of 10. Please note, but this does not apply to multiplayer. Overall, in my opinion, Battlefield 3's campaign is not worth playing. You don't get any reward for completing every mission like Battlefield 4, 1, or 5, with the former giving you 4 weapons to use in multiplayer. If you only want to buy Battlefield 3 for the campaign, don't. People only really play the game for its multiplayer, which is fantastic. Alright then, I'm off to start out the new year. Also remember to subscribe, like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, click on the bell so you don't miss a video when it comes out, and drink your milk so you don't get calcium deficiency. Okay, bye. Hey everyone, it's me. I actually had to rewrite this script because my final verdict used to be, to put it simply, critical. This video was originally meant to be uploaded in early November, but other things caught up with my upload schedule, like school. Now I have time because winter break, so Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you guys observe. I'll see you next year.